The following is a production of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. It's time for Davis County Baseball on New Country 104.3 KRKN. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of the Davis County Mustangs, Alice Kojo.
It's time for Mustang Baseball. Welcome to the Mustang Sports Complex for the only game of what has been a busy week for the Davis County Mustangs, as the homestanding Mustangs will take on a very tough opponent, the undefeated and a team looking to return to the state tournament this year, the Sigourney Savages. Pleasure to have you with us on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. I'm Alice Kojo. I am joined by Annie Argo, who is our on-site producer, as well as Kyle Smith back at our studios in Atomo. Whether you're listening on New Country 104.3 KRKN or taking in the online stream on the Atomo Radio Group Facebook or YouTube pages, we appreciate you joining us on this Thursday. This game was originally scheduled for Tuesday. However, rain washed that game away, but both teams had an open date on this day, and so they decided just to move this game 2 days later than its scheduled time, which is why we are here today. Davis County winners of 3 of their last 4, including splitting a doubleheader last night in Clark. Sigourney has been just on a roll. We'll go over that when they come to that bat. Their offensive numbers are gaudy. 6-0 on the season are the Savages as they look to return to the state championship or to the state tournament for the second time in school history. They went for the first time last year, looking for a return trip this year. Let's get to the starting lineups for tonight's matchup. And for the Sigourney Savages, their head coach is Lee Crawford. Cole McKay is leading things off. He's at shortstop. Brady Clark's at second base, batting second. Batting third, and at third base, Chase Clarahan. Isaac Bruns bats cleanup. He's in center field. Lincoln Powers in right field, batting fifth. Batting sixth is the DH Hunter Sellers. He'll be batting for the catcher for Sigourney, Riker Van Den Heuvel. Solon Yates is at first base, batting seventh. Batting eighth and pitching is Landon Conrad. And Ike Molnix is in left field, batting ninth. Again for Sigourney, McKay at short, Clark at second, Clarahan at third. Bruns in center, Power in right, Sellers is DH. Yates at first, Conrad pitching, and Molnix is in left. Now for the Davis County Mustangs. Head coach Todd White has turned in this lineup. Peyton Schooley leads things off. He will be the starting pitcher for this evening. Josh Sells is in left field, batting second. Max Taylor's at second base, batting third. Batting cleanup, and at first base, Presley Cantrell. Brett Prevost in center field, batting fifth. Batting sixth, and at shortstop, Dexter Scott. Houston Schooley is catching, batting seventh. Batting eighth, and the DH is Hayden Bankston. He'll be batting for the right fielder, Quinn McCoy. And Noah Sizemore is at third base, batting ninth. Again for Davis County, Peyton Schooley is pitching, settles in left, Taylor at second. Cantrell at first, Prevost in center, Scott at short. Schooley is catching, Bankston the DH, and Sizemore is at third. We'll take our first break for a national anthem and come back for the first pitch between Davis County and Sigourney right after this on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
What's holding you back from living your best life? If it's poor credit or no credit, Community First Credit Union has the solution for you. With our new Charge Up Credit Builder program, we make it possible for you to establish or rebuild your credit so you can achieve your dreams, whether it's owning a home, purchasing a vehicle, or something else. So, what do you say? Why not let Community First Credit Union help you charge up your credit to new heights? Subject to approval and program qualifications, equal housing opportunity, federally insured by the NCUA.
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Corby and the team at Nutrien Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrien Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein soybeans and local Davis seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs!
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
National anthem has been played, and we're just about set for the first pitch between Davis County and Sigourney here tonight. On top of the bump is Peyton Schooley. We last saw him on Monday. He came in a tight spot. Davis County leading 1-0 against Albia in the bottom of the 6th. Albia ended up tying the game, but then Peyton Schooley stayed on, and Davis County won in extra innings 2-1. Schooley ended up throwing 2 1/3 scoreless innings, allowing just 2 hits. He didn't walk a batter and struck out 4. He'll be facing what is a very formidable Sigourney offense, starting off with the leadoff hitter Cole McKay. Sigourney as a team, they are batting .361 coming into tonight's matchup, which is absolutely gaudy, and the numbers just continue to astound you the further down the rabbit hole you go. Sigourney looking to stay undefeated as they continue their quest to return to the state tournament. They went to the state tournament for the first time in school history last year. Seems like they had a taste of that, and they're on a mission for more this year. Cole McKay, right-handed batters in the batter's box. Schooley winds. First pitch is on the way to the plate. Is a breaking ball, taken a bit high, but it is called a strike. First pitch thrown at 6:52. And the 0-1 pitch, a fastball taken for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. McKay checks in, batting .412, on-base percentage of .630. Fastball fouled away. McKay has 1 double to go along with 12 runs batted in from the leadoff spot. He is second on the team in RBI. How impressive is that? Another 0-2 pitch, hit high in the air. Shallow center field towards the right field line, but it's Cole McKay coming in. Makes the one-handed catch near the line for the first out. Quinn McCoy, beg your pardon. Quinn McCoy makes the first out. Cole McKay is retired. And that brings in Brady Clark, senior second baseman. First pitch, curveball, waved and missed. 0-1. That was the pitch that Albia just had fits with on Monday. Nobody in that lineup seemed to be able to get a good timing on that curveball. Then he follows that up with a fastball that is swung on and missed. And for the second straight batter, Schooley has his opponent down 0-2. Clark scooting up in the batter's box now. Right-handed batter, swings and misses. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, Mr. Clark. And there are 2 outs. So now Chase Clarahan, talented sophomore, checks in with a .238 average, .609 on-base percentage, 3 doubles, 2 triples, 7 runs batted in. Also has 2 homers. Fastball missing outside for ball 1. Sigourney as a team, 9 homers on the season already through 6 games, ball 2. The Savages are averaging 15 runs per contest. Their lowest output so far this season is 12. There's a strike. They have outscored their opponents 92-18 through the first 6 games. A changeup that has fouled into the mid of the catcher Schooley. 2 balls and 2 strikes, and Schooley's a strike away from retiring Sigourney in order to start off tonight's ball game. Here's the wind to pitch to Clarahan. Curveball hit well out to center, but it stays up for Prevost, who comes in to make the catch. And Sigourney goes down 1-2-3. Davis County will have their turn at bat when we come back for the first time tonight on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
High-speed internet is here, powered by a 100% fiber optic network. Citizens Mutual provides reliable, fiber-to-the-home, high-speed internet to rural Iowa.
My children and my grandchildren, when they come here, they didn't like to come visit very much because they couldn't get on their devices. Well, now they love it because they can have chats with their friends. People don't realize how isolated sometimes people are out in the rural areas. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Visit findmyfiber.mycmtech.com.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Sigourney goes down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Now Davis County will bat for the first time here tonight in this non-conference matchup. Mustangs will face Landon Conrad, hard-throwing right-handed sophomore. Third appearance on the season. He's pitched 6 innings thus far, ERA of .233. 10 strikeouts through those 6 innings, 2 walks. Opponents are batting .200 against Conrad. This is a Sigourney team that pitches pretty well to go along with their overwhelming offense. ERA of 1.97 through 6 games. So here's Peyton Schooley. He's done well in the leadoff spot, .276 average, .417 on-base percentage. That's second on the team next to his fellow freshman Dexter Scott. Schooley enjoyed a 3-for-4 game in game 1 of the doubleheader last night at Clark to go along with the double. And Schooley looks at a pitch. Get ready to swing, gentlemen, because that looked low at the ankles, but called a strike by home plate umpire Mike Fisher. So be ready and willing to swing. Schooley does. It's a one-hopper to the shortstop McKay. He throws it high. It deflects off the first baseman Yates's glove, goes to the fencing in foul territory, and Schooley is at second base with a 2-base error. Throwing error on McKay has Schooley standing at second. Here's Josh Settles. He was 3-for-4 in the nightcap last night versus Clark. That was Sigourney's 13th error of the season. Fastball taken for a strike. Settles, thanks to that 3 for 4 nightcap, is up to a 276 average, 400 on-base percentage. He does have a triple on the season to go along with 2 runs batted in. He squares the bunt. 0-1 has popped up at the plate, and the catcher, Vandenheuvel, puts it away. So Settles attempts to sacrifice Schooley over to third, but he pops out in foul territory. That's the first out of the inning, and now here is Max Taylor. Taylor's average was 316 a few games ago. He's down to 250 as he has gone hitless through his last 3 games. 3 RBI to go along with a double. First pitch fastball crackles over the inside half for strike 1. Just looking at Conrad warming up, you can tell he features a very good fastball. Davis County's going to have to gear up for it. Schooley is at second with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. We are scoreless between Sigourney and Davis County. That pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. So far we've seen home plate umpire Mike Fisher call a possible high strike for Peyton Schooley in the previous half inning, and then we saw a low strike called for London Conrad here in the bottom half. Here's the 1-1. That's a ground ball. Sliding stop by Yates, the first baseman, and the pitcher covering. Nice play by Conrad, reaching behind him from that throw for Yates to retire Taylor. Schooley advances to third, and that's the second out. But that was a difficult play by Conrad. He was able to hustle over from the mound to the first base bag and then had to reach behind him to retrieve that throw from Yates and save Yates of an error. Now here's Presley Cantrell with a chance to give Davis County an early edge here in the first. Cantrell swings at the first pitch and lines it right to Clarahan at third. It is caught, and that is the inning. Cantrell hit that one on the screws, but he has nothing to show for it. No runs, no hits, an error, and 1 left. We are through 1. No score between Davis County and Sigourney on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
What's holding you back from living your best life? If it's poor credit or no credit, Community First Credit Union has the solution for you. With our new Charge Up Credit Builder program, we make it possible for you to establish or rebuild your credit so you can achieve your dreams, whether it's owning a home, purchasing a vehicle, or something else. So, what do you say? Why not let Community First Credit Union help you charge up your credit to new heights? Subject to approval and program qualifications, equal housing opportunity, federally insured by the NCUA.
Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Davis County and Sigourney are scoreless as we head to the second inning, and it is the Savages that will be batting here in the top of the second as Isaac Bruns, big cleanup hitter for Sigourney, stands in the left-hander's box. Schooley misses on the first pitch for ball 1. Bruns swings and fouls that pitch high over the screen behind the plate, and the count is even at 1-1. Bruns is a senior, batting .286. He has a homer and 6 runs batted in. And a 1-1 pitch is cut on and missed to make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Changeup, fouled back to the screen. Count stays at 1-2. Schooley retired Sigourney in order back in the first inning. Another 1-2 pitch, a curveball that's popped up into right field, and Quinn McCoy settles under it, makes the two-handed catch for out number 1. Fundamentals are very important up here at the press box. There is ever an appropriate baseball name, it might be this young man who's at the plate right now. Lincoln Power. Right fielder hitting right-handed, and he smacks a pitch out to left field. That is a fair ball that landed right on the line. Power rounding first, headed to second, and he will have a stand-up one-out double. Living up to his name. That just landed fair down the left field line, but that was just, you could hang a week's worth of laundry on that line that he shot down there. First hit of the ball game. So the Savages have now a man in scoring position, and here is Hunter Sellers, the DH. He's a freshman batting .455 through the first 6 games. First pitch to Sellers, taken high for ball 1. Sellers also has a home run, a pair of doubles, and 7 runs batted in. The 1-0, a swing and a miss. Sigourney, Schooley challenged him with the fastball. Was able to get that one past Sellers. Schooley takes a peek at Power at second. Now the pitch, another swing and a miss. 1-2. Schooley looking for a strikeout with a runner at second and 1 out. The pitch, a curveball popped up. And it's the shortstop Dexter Scott right next to the second base bag, making the catch for the 2nd out. Power remains at second base, and it'll be up to Solon Yates, the first baseman for Sigourney, to try to break this scoreless tie here in the top of the 2nd. Yates is a junior batting .273. And Yates pops that pitch up. Dexter Scott again in a shortstop position, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So Sigourney can't take advantage of a 1-out double, and they leave Lincoln Power stranded. We'll head to the bottom of the 2nd. We are still scoreless between Sigourney and Davis County on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Scoreless game between Davis County and Sigourney. Great to have you with us here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. I'm Ellis Kojo. Annie Argo is our on-site producer. Kyle Smith is back at our studios in Ottumwa. We're in the bottom of the 2nd. And it is Brett Prevost, ever so dependable, starting things off for Davis County. 5-6-7 duo for the Mustangs, as they will be facing London Conrad, who pitched around an error in that first inning to keep Davis County off the board. Conrad's first pitch bounces to the plate for ball 1. Prevost is batting an even 200 on the season. He's tied for the team lead in RBI with 6. He also has a double. Prevost's 2-run single in Game 2 of our doubleheader last night versus Clark opened the scoring, and that proved to be all the Mustangs needed as they beat Clark 8-0. Fastball, taken letter high, and it's a strike. Unless it's in the dirt, you better be swinging. That's what I would be telling batters on both teams. Prevost calls timeout at the plate. Conrad took too much time to Prevost's liking, so he calls time. Now he's back in the box. Swings the bat a couple times. Not wearing any batting gloves. And a 1-1 pitch is cut on and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dexter Scott waits on deck for Davis County. Prevost looking to start a rally here in the bottom of the second for the Mustangs. Conrad's 1-2 pitch, strike 3 called on the outside corner. Prevost knew it. He immediately did a 180 and headed back to the third base dugout. 1 out, bases empty for Dexter Scott, leading Davis County in on-base percentage at .483. He has 11 walks on the season. First pitch misses for ball 1. Conrad sets. Pitching from the stretch, and he fires in a strike, belt high. And the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. For as intimidating and gaudy the Sigourney offensive numbers are, that's the exact opposite for Davis County's offensive numbers through the first 11 games of the season. 1-1 pitch, fouled at the plate, 1-2. Davis County's team batting average is 175, and Scott Spurgeon of the Bloomfield Democrat calculated their runners in scoring position through the first 11 games. 191 is their average. And the 1-2 pitch, curveball, almost got a piece of Scott as he had to flinch out of the way. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Davis County's been winning games with pitching and defense. That has been their formula thus far. Team ERA of 2.17. Ball 3 to Dexter Scott. This is the first full count of the game for either team. Scott looking to win the battle and get on base for Davis County here in the bottom of the second of a scoreless game. And that is low, ball 4. So Scott draws his 12th walk of the season. He stands at first with 1 out. And here is Houston Schooley. Starting at catcher once again. He caught both games of the doubleheader last night at Clark. Back in there and at catcher again here tonight versus Sigourney. Schooley batting 129 this season. He's tied for the team lead in RBI with 6. Scott leads off from first. Schooley takes a strike on the inside corner. Scott is a threat to run, 2 for 2 in the stolen base category this season. Long pause by Conrad. And Conrad steps off. It was a game of chicken to see whether Schooley was going to call timeout at the plate or Conrad was going to step off. Conrad must not know Schooley too well. Nothing really bothers him. 0-1 to count to Schooley. The pitch. Inside. Schooley had to jackknife out of the way. That fastball had eyes. Looked like that was ticketed for his hip, but he was able to scoot out of the way. 1 ball, 1 strike to Houston Schooley. Wearing pink gloves, batting left-handed. The right-hander Conrad peers over his left shoulder to Scott. Now comes home with a 1-1 pitch, fouled back to the screen, right next to us here at the press box. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's only one other game involving a South Central Conference team here tonight, and it is Albia taking on Knoxville. That's an important game for Albia. I'll tell you after this pitch. Scott goes. Schooley fouls it away. Scott had a good jump too, but he'll have to head back to first. Albia started off South Central Conference play at 3-0. However, they dropped their last 3. They lost to Davis County to start off the week on Monday, and then last night they dropped a doubleheader against Cardinal. So they are on the downslide in the South Central Conference standings at Knoxville tonight. 1-2 to count to Schooley. Scott does not go, and that's a dribbler to Clarahan at third. He goes to second, gets the out there, throw to first, not in time, but they get the lead runner. That was not hit well to Clarahan at third, but he still made the play to retire Scott at second base. Schooley's at first on the fielder's choice. I imagine he won't be there for long as head coach Todd White is bringing out a courtesy runner, and it is Duke Scott who will run for Houston Schooley. 2 outs in the inning, runner at first, no score between Davis County and Sigourney, and it is Hayden Bankson who will look to extend the Davis County second inning. Bankson gets another start, no hits and 8 at-bats here this season thus far. And Bankson takes a strike at the knees over the outside half of the plate. Duke Scott leads off from first. Yates, the first baseman, holding a big hole on the right side of the infield. And you go 1 pitch. It's a little dribbler out to Clarahan at third. He throws the first low. It gets past Yates. Duke Scott goes to third. He rounds third, and he stays there. A throwing error on Chase Clarahan, the third baseman. And the inning continues. Second error already for Sigourney. So now an opportunity for the number 9 hitter for Davis County, Noah Sizemore. Sizemore batting .143, 2 RBI. Hayden Bankson has a big lead at first base. He does not go, and the fastball's taken neck high for ball 1. So we found the upper limit of Mike Fisher's strike zone. He'll call the letter high strike, but anything above that apparently is a ball to this umpire. The 1-0. Ground ball hit slowly to McKay at short. He shoveled it to second to retire Bankson to get the force out and end the inning. So Davis County leaves 2 runners on, an error in the inning on Sigourney as well. We will go to the third inning. Davis County and Sigourney are still scoreless on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets, and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Davis County nothing, Sigourney nothing. Here in the top of the third of this non-conference matchup. Runs have not been an issue in this season series or in the all-time series between these two teams. And when I say all-time, I'm only going back 2 years. That's when these two teams decided to reignite their rivalry. That first pitch is popped up. On the first base side, that gets over the fence out of play. London Conrad is down 0-1. 2 years ago, these schools met here at Davis County, and the Mustangs were able to defeat the Savages 11-3 on that night. Sigourney paid that back in full last year in the return matchup at Sigourney, winning 18-3 over the Mustangs on that day. Changeup is fouled away, and it's quickly 0-2. London Conrad, 2 for 3 this season, so not many at-bats, and he goes down looking on the fastball that caught the outside corner. So a strikeout starts the top of the third. And now here's Ike Molinex. Molinex standing very high up in the batter's box on the right side. First pitch coming from Peyton Schooley, and it's taken high for ball 1. Actually, he's stepping out of the batter's box as that pitch comes to the plate. If you take a look at it on the online stream, he's batting .067 this season. The 0-1. Beg your pardon, the 1-0 is wide of the plate, and it count is 2-0. Schooley delivers a strike, belt high, to make it 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch, low and outside, ball 3. Schooley has not walked a batter as of yet. He struck out 2 through 2 1/3. Don't want to walk the number 9 hitter, however, with the Sigourney lineup. The pitch, check swing, dribbler up the third base line, but foul. Looked like it might have been rolling back into fair territory, but Sizemore decides to pick it up anyway. If it rolled fair, that means that Molinex would have been safe at first anyway. So, wise choice by Sizemore. First full count for Peyton Schooley here this evening as he'll look to retire Molinex with the bases empty and 1 out here in the top of the third. No score between Davis County and Sigourney. Schooley winds and delivers. That's fouled back. Waiting on deck, leadoff hitter Cole McKay for Sigourney, wearing all white. White jerseys, white pants. And another 3-2 pitch is a pop-up. Foul territory, third base side, but that gets out of play, and we'll do it again. Umpire Mike Fisher threw a ball to the catcher Schooley, who was next to the dugout, and he yelled, heads up, because Schooley was not paying attention. Then he said the universal, you're killing me, Smalls, to Schooley. I can't imagine that's the first time Schooley's heard that. Ball 4 to Molinex, and it's a 1-out walk. For the second straight inning, Sigourney has a base runner with 1 out. Cole McKay's the batter. He flew out to right his first time up. Schooley's first pitch is a rifle out to center, and that bounces in front of center fielder Prevost for a base hit. Quickly, Prevost brings it in, so Molinex stops at second. And Sigourney has their most legit threat of the evening thus far. Now here's Brady Clark. He struck out swinging his first time up. Sigourney has runners at first and second. One out here in the top of the third, looking to break a scoreless tie. Presley Cantrell, first baseman, playing in on the grass, and Clark takes a strike. Third baseman Noah Sizemore looking to the dugout, his team's dugout, as to where to align. He's even with the bag at third base. Middle infield looking to turn two. The 0 to Clark. Hit on the ground and in the hole in left field for a base hit. Coming around third is Molinex. He will score. And Sigourney has broken the seal here in the third. It is 1-0 on the RBI base hit by Clark. From the walks can kill category, Payne Schooley walks the number 9 hitter. 2 batters later, he comes around to score the first run of the game. Runners at first and second, still with 1 out for Chase Clarahan. He takes a strike. Clarahan flew out to center his first time up. That was the end of a 1-2-3 first inning for Schooley. Payne Schooley in much deeper trouble here in the third. 3 straight base runners. And a 1-strike pitch is delivered high to even the count at 1-1. As I said at the top of the broadcast, Sigourney averaging 15.3 runs a contest, and they've gotten on the board here in the third. The 1-1, that's high. 2 balls and a strike. Cantrell, the first baseman, is playing behind the runner at first, Clark. Clarahan awaits a 2-1 pitch from Schooley, and what should be an action pitch. The runners do not go, however, and that is rifled out to the left field for a base hit. Coming around third is McKay. He will come around to score. Going to the third is Clark. Another run-scoring single for Sigourney. This time it is Clarahan that does the honors, and the Savages lead it 2-0. Head coach Todd White calls timeout. 3 straight hits after the 1-out walk by Sigourney. Have the Savages up 2-0 and looking for more here in the third. Isaac Bruns will be the batter once this timeout has come to a conclusion. So Todd White back into the home dugout on the third base side. Isaac Bruns flew out to right his first time up. Sigourney has runners at first and third with 1 out. 2 runs in for the Savages. Runner goes from first. Pitches wide for ball 1. Got past Schooley, but not far enough for any advance by Clark at third. But Clarahan takes second on the stolen base. And it looks like Davis County is bringing their infield in. Looking to not fall any further behind. Bruns squares the bunt. It's a pop-up, and it's foul as that just skidded foul down the first base line. Don't know if that was a safety squeeze or a suicide squeeze. Clark was motoring down third base. I think it was a safety squeeze because I don't think Clark was going on the pitch as Bruns was looking to get him in via bunt. 1-1 to count to Bruns. Cantrell now playing in on the grass at first. He squares the bunt again. He gets it down, and they come home with it, and the runner is out at home. Clark tried to score, and now nobody is covering second base, so Bruns will take second on the play. More importantly, though, there are 2 outs. I thought maybe since they tried the safety squeeze the first time, they wouldn't try it on the second straight pitch, but head coach Lee Crawford did roll the dice, and a nice play by Peyton Schooley to get the ball to his cousin Houston at home plate to tag out Clark for the second out. Chase Clarahan is at third base. Bruns is at second. And Lincoln Power lifts a little pop up into short right field. That's a base hit. 2 runs are going to score for Sigourney, and now they lead it 4-0. Just a little dying quail over the outstretched glove of the second baseman Taylor. Power is 2 for 2. And Sigourney has doubled their lead here in the third. Now here's Hunter Sellers. He popped out to short his first time up. Strike on the outside corner. Peyton Schooley has been very good on the mound this year. However, this is probably the best offense he's faced. Power slides back to first after Schooley checks on him. The 0-1 to Sellers, swing and a miss, the throw to second, and in there is Power, just ahead of the tag by Taylor. So stolen base for Power. The count is 0-2 now on Sellers. Schooley will look to put an end to the Sigourney third inning right here. The pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Sigourney has broken through here in the third inning. They've scored 4. The 1-2 coming to Sellers. A swing and a miss, and that'll do it as Sellers strikes out. And it looks like the Mustangs didn't realize that was a third out, but it was, as the side is retired. However, Sigourney does score 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll head to the bottom of the third. It's now Sigourney 4, Davis County nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
What's holding you back from living your best life? If it's poor credit or no credit, Community First Credit Union has the solution for you. With our new Charge Up Credit Builder program, we make it possible for you to establish or rebuild your credit so you can achieve your dreams, whether it's owning a home, purchasing a vehicle, or something else. So, what do you say? Why not let Community First Credit Union help you charge up your credit to new heights? Subject to approval and program qualifications, equal housing opportunity, federally insured by the NCUA.
Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Sigourney leads it 4-0 as we play in the bottom of the third. Top of the order due up for Davis County as the Mustangs had a couple of opportunities in the first 2 innings to score, especially in the second. They've left 3 men on so far, and here is Peyton Schooley. He reached on an error to lead off the bottom of the first for the Mustangs. And London Conrad fires in a strike to Schooley. Mustangs still looking for their first hit. First time through the lineup. Mustangs were benefited by 2 Sigourney errors and a walk. Strike 2 to Schooley. Davis County 5-6 on the season. They've won 3 of their last 4 after splitting a doubleheader in Clark last night. 0-2 pitch is fought off foul to the first base side. It lands in the softball field, actually, to the right of us. Count remains 0-2. Schooley settles Taylor, due up for the Mustangs here in the third. Another 0-2 from Conrad. Off-speed pitch is hit slowly over towards the left side, and Clarahan managed to get that to Yates, who got his foot down. Another high throw from Clarahan, but good thing Yates is tall at first base. He was lifted off the bag, but he came down in time, according to field umpire Derek Phillips, and Schooley grounds out to third for the opening out of the bottom of the third. Josh Settles tried to lay down a sacrifice bunt. Instead, he popped out to the catcher his first time up. First pitch, breaking ball, misses outside to the left-hander Settles. Conrad with a strikeout and a walk, the first time through the Mustang order. The 1-0, a check swing foul behind the plate. They even the count at 1-1 strike. Ike Molnix is in left field for Sigourney. Isaac Bruns is a center fielder. Lincoln Power is in right. He's 2 for 2 at the plate, too, by the way. And a 1-1 pitch. Fastball too far inside. 2-1. Chase Clarahan, he's been busy at third base. Cole McKay's at short. Brady Clark's at second. Solon Yates is a first baseman. And Riker Vandenhoven awaits the next pitch from London Conrad, and it's fouled back. Vandenhoevel, beg your pardon, Riker Vandenhoevel. Two and two to count to Settles. Base is empty. 1 out, bottom of the third. Sigourney 4, Davis County nothing is our score. And Settles hits a line drive over the outstretched glove of the leaping McKay at short, and Settles has himself a 1-out single. First hit of the ball game for Davis County. Now for a man that I think a lot of Mustangs fans would agree that he is due, Max Taylor will take his cuts for the second time tonight. He grounded out on a nice play by London Conrad. He hit it to the right side. It was fielded by the third baseman Yates. Yates threw it behind Conrad, who reached back, was able to snag it and step on the first base bag to record the out. A swing and a miss by Taylor to open this at bat. 0-1. Settles 2 for 2, stealing bases this season, taking a modest lead. Now throw to first, and back safely is Josh Settles. Solon Yates, a first baseman. I've never seen a first baseman hold on a runner the way he's doing it. He is off the base. He's a right-hander, so his glove is closest to the base, and his back is to the runner. I've never seen a first baseman hold on a runner like that. That pitch is inside for ball 1. You could probably get a good look of it if you're watching our online stream. But I wonder where he got that technique from. The 1-1 pitch to Taylor. Misses inside. 2-1. Now you're at an action count. Down by 4. Does head coach Todd White decide to move the runner and create some havoc on the base paths? Settles does not go, and that pitch is high for ball 3. Going back to my point of the first baseman Yates, I think the way why he's lined up like that is because since he's a right-hander and his glove's on his left hand, that keeps his hand closest to the bag. So on a pickoff attempt, he can just drop his hand down to try to tag the runner. That's high for ball 4, and Davis County has 2 on with 1 out. Presley Cantrell is the batter. He had a ringing double in the nightcap last night in Clark. Off the bat, some of us thought that he may have left the yard. Ended up being a double up against the fence. Interesting about that hit, I ran into his dad, Wyatt, before the game, and he says that Presley says he didn't even barrel that ball. So that got a little too close to his hands. He said that actually stung a lot, but still managed to fight it off the wall, which is a testament to Cantrell's strength. That's low for ball 1. So Presley looks to do some damage here. Bottom of the 3rd. Davis County looking for an answer after Sigourney opened the scoring here in the top of the 3rd with a 4 spot. Settles as a runner at 2nd. Taylor is at 1st. 1-0 the count to Cantrell. Conrad deals. That's an off-speed pitch, missing low. And the count is 2-0. Cantrell can take a healthy cut here with the count in his favor, 2-0. And that pitch is delivered letter high for a strike. Not where Cantrell wanted it, so he let that one go by. As he looked at the fastball. The 2-1. Runners do not go, and that's hit high in the air on the infield. That is a major league pop-up. Foul territory, and it's the 3rd baseman, Clarahan, who makes the catch in foul territory. Infield fly was called anyway. And there are 2 outs. It'll be up to Brett Prevost if Davis County wants to put up a tally here in the bottom of the 3rd. They trail 4-0. Runners at 1st and 2nd. Prevost struck out looking his first time up. He takes a pitch down low for ball 1. Batting average of runners in scoring position continues to be an issue for the Mustangs. Batting 191 coming into this ball game. Need a big hit from Prevost here. And that's nub foul to the first base side for strike 1. One and 1 to count to Prevost. The pitch by Conrad, a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Davis County so far tonight 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Settles leads off from 2nd. Taylor takes his lead from 1st for Davis County. Prevost at the plate with the count 1-2. The pitch cut on and missed, and Prevost strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. And that ends Davis County's threat in the bottom of the 3rd. We'll head to the 4th. 4-0 Sigourney on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
New pitcher in the game for Davis County here in the top of the fourth. Max Taylor takes the mound. And that will do it for Peyton Schooley, who started the game for the Mustangs. Schooley went 3 innings, allowing 4 runs, all of them earned on 5 hits. He walked the batter and struck out 3. That walk may seem innocuous when you look at the line itself, but that walk was ever so costly as that came in that 4-run third inning. A walk to Molnex, the number 9 hitter, and then 3 straight singles brought in a pair of runs. And after a fielder's choice, Lincoln Power delivered a 2-run single for a 4-run inning. Solon Yates will start this top of the fourth off for Sigourney. He popped out to short his first time up. Bottom third of the Sigourney order due up to face Max Taylor. Taylor's first pitch misses outside, ball 1. Taylor's only pitched an inning so far this season. That's high for ball 2. That's hard to deliver a pitch high to the very tall Solon Yates. I'd say he's at least 6'4", standing in the right-hander's box. And there's a strike on the inside corner to make it 2-1. Taylor allowed a run during his inning pitched. He also walked the batter and struck out 2. That's high for ball 3. And Taylor's 3-1 pitch is taken in the dirt, and it's a leadoff walk. Now the batter is London Conrad. He's kept Davis County off the board from the mound. Now he'll look to add to his advantage with the bat in his hand. He struck out looking his first time up. That was against Peyton Schooley. Now he faces Max Taylor. And he pops the first pitch up into center field. Coming on is Quinn McCoy. He slides. Oh, my goodness, he made the catch. Quinn McCoy. A dandy of a catch and right. Sliding on his rear, then he flipped it over to the second baseman, Peyton Schooley, to try to double off Yates. They were unable to, but nice play by Quinn McCoy in right. Put a star next to that play. So now here's Ike Molnex. 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the fourth. Sigourney leads at 4-0. And a throw to first chases Yates back to the bag. First pitch is a line drive out to left field and reaching out and not being able to come up with, oh, did he catch it? No, he did not. Thought maybe Settles caught it, but it rattled off his glove and dropped to the ground. So an error on Settles. Standing at third is Yates. Back to the top of the order, and Cole McKay. As Sigourney threatening here in the top of the fourth, already leading 4-0. McKay squares the bunt. Pitch is taken high for a ball, and that pitch and the pickoff throw to third is thrown into left field. Coming in to score is Solon Yates. First error of the ball game is a throwing error by the catcher, Houston Schooley. It is now 5-0. Molnex took off to steal for second base. Schooley faked the throw to second, then tried to pick off Yates at third, but then threw it wide of third and into left field, down the left field line, as a matter of fact. That pitch is in the dirt for ball 1, or ball 2, I should say. Yates lines a single into left. Molnex rounding third. He comes in to score. He will not even draw a throw. And Sigourney now leads it 6-0. So it took a couple of innings, but now we're seeing the feared Sigourney offense come to life. Kaysen Kerr comes in as a pinch runner for Cole McKay. Brady Clark is the batter. He had a run-scoring single his first time up. So far, it's been death by 1,000 cuts. Just one extra base hit of Sigourney's 6 thus far have gone for extra bases. And that's in the dirt for ball 1, and Schooley will try to throw out Kerr at second, and the throw's not in time. Pass ball on Schooley allows Kerr to advance to second base. 1-0 to count to Clark. Taylor delivers, breaking ball, rifled foul, and watch out now. Head coach Lee Sandy over the third base box. Or Lee Crawford, I should say. Lee Sandy's a coach at Sheridan. No disrespect to either Lee. Changeup hits the inside corner for strike 2. Sigourney has a runner at first, runner at second with 1 out. 1-2 to count to Clark. Taylor fires, and that's a ground ball deep in the hole. Scott at short. He throws to first, and it's safe as the call as Clark's able to leg out an infield single. McKay goes to third on the play. And Chase Clarahan has now runners at the corners with 1 out. That pitch got away from Schooley, going to the backstop, and on the pass ball, Sigourney adds another run to make it 7-0. Going all the way to third on the play was Brady Clark. Aggressive running by Clark as well. Timeout called by head coach Todd White, and he does not like what he sees out there from his Mustangs for sure. Check that. I thought Todd White called timeout, but he didn't. So we play on. It's 7-0 Sigourney. Now they have a runner at third with 1 out. And Chase Clarahan offers at the next pitch to foul it back to make the count 1-1. That pitch is high, ball 2. Sigourney has followed up a 4-run third inning with 3 here in the 4th. Still looking for more. Taylor delivers a strike. 2-2. Clarahan hit a run-scoring single in that 4-run third inning. As a grounder towards Scott at short, he drops it, picks it back up, throws out, Clarahan. Coming in to score is Clark on the RBI ground out, and now it's 8-0 Sigourney. Second RBI of the game for Clarahan. Isaac Bruns bats with the bases empty and 2 outs. 4 runs in for the Savages here in the fourth. And he swings and misses the first offering. Bruns tried a safety squeeze his last time up. He got the bunt down, but then Peyton Schooley was able to shovel the ball to his cousin Houston at the plate, and they tagged out Brady Clark at the plate. For what was the second out, and you thought Davis County could escape that third inning with minimal damage with just the 2-run scoring. But then a 2-run bloop single by Lincoln Power on the very next pitch gave Sigourney a 4-0 lead. They now lead at 8-0 here in the fourth. Sigourney went to the state tournament for the first time in school history last season, looking every bit as capable of making a return trip based on what we've seen tonight thus far. Bruns cuts and misses at that low offering from Taylor, and the count is 1-2. Bases empty, 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Next pitch from Taylor. Curveball bouncing about 57 feet. Two balls and 2 strikes to Bruns. And the next delivery. Hit off the end of the bat. That's a flare towards second, and going back and making the catch in the outfield grass is the second baseman Peyton Schooley. And that does it for this inning, but Sigourney adds 4 more runs on 2 hits. 2 errors in the inning, and nobody left on. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. It's now Sigourney 8, Davis County nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
What's holding you back from living your best life? If it's poor credit or no credit, Community First Credit Union has the solution for you. With our new Charge Up Credit Builder program, we make it possible for you to establish or rebuild your credit so you can achieve your dreams, whether it's owning a home, purchasing a vehicle, or something else. So, what do you say? Why not let Community First Credit Union help you charge up your credit to new heights? Subject to approval and program qualifications, equal housing opportunity, federally insured by the NCUA.
Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern. You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Davis County trails Sigourney 8-0 as the Mustangs bat in the bottom of the fourth. Dexter Scott will lead things off against London Conrad, who's allowed just 1 hit through the first 3 innings. Scott drew a walk his first time up, and that pitch is wide for ball 1. Scott's walk back in the second inning was the 12th that he's drawn this year. This is game number 12 for the Mustangs, so good job by the freshman drawing walks as he looks at a strike there to even the count at 1. Scott, Houston Schooley, and Hayden Bankston are due up for the Mustangs, 6, 7, 8. And the 1-1, a fastball that has swung through and missed. That was slightly above letter high, and Scott was unable to catch up to it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Conrad has 2 strikeouts thus far through the first 3 innings. And the pitch got him on the front arm. Umpire Mike Fisher immediately called it, so a hit batter starts off the Davis County fourth. Davis County, despite the fact, well, they have no runs, but they have had base runners in every one of these first 4 innings. Just have not been able to cash in the big hit as of yet. Here's Houston Schooley. First pitch fastball swung on and fouled wide of first base. Schooley grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. His dad, Roman Schooley, coaching at first base, goes all the way out into the outfield grass to retrieve that foul ball in foul territory. Scott takes his lead from first. The 0-1. Scott does not go, and breaking ball is taken for strike 2. Davis County 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Conrad's pitch, and Schooley just flips that out into center field for a base hit. That pitch was down by his shoe tops. Schooley just threw the bat head at it, and like I said, just flipped a little looper into center field for a base hit. So Schooley's aboard. Courtesy runner coming into the game, that's Hudson Humphrey. And now a chance for Hayden Bankson. Sigourney gave Davis County a couple of chances in the first 2 innings. Schooley led off the bottom of the first, getting on board after a throwing error by the shortstop, Cole McKay. He ended up getting stranded at third. Bankson reached on an error, a throwing error by the third baseman, Chase Clarahan. Davis County ended up stranding 2 in that second inning. Bankson looks at a strike. Oh, 0-1 to count to Bankson with runners at first and second. Nobody out, bottom of the fourth. The pitch. Bankson fouls it back. Dexter Scott takes his lead from second. Hudson Humphrey takes his lead from first. Conrad has Bankson set up at 0-2. He deals. Strike 3 called on Bankson as he couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball in the outside corner. So he goes down looking. 1 out in the inning, and here's Noah Sizemore. Noah grounded into a fielder's choice to end the Davis County second inning. They left 2 on in that inning. First pitch to Sizemore, letter high fastball taken for a strike. Runners at first and second, 1 out, bottom of the fourth. Sigourney leading Davis County 8-0. Conrad is very deliberate on the mound. A swing and a miss by Sizemore to make it 0-2. Not that that's the worst thing. As the pitcher, you control the pace. And there's no pitch clock at this level yet. The 0-2. Sizemore fouls that away. A very defensive swing from Sizemore, but he stays alive to see at least one more pitch from London Conrad. Waiting on deck, leadoff hitter Peyton Schooley. Another 0-2. A swing and a miss. Challenged him on a letter-high fastball. Sizemore swings through it. Second strikeout of the inning. Fourth of the game for Conrad, and there are 2 outs. So Peyton Schooley will bat for the 3rd time against Conrad here in the 4th. He reached on error in the 1st and then grounded out to the 3rd baseman Clarahan in the 3rd. And the pitch that gets past Vandenhoel, the catcher, all the way to the backstop, as that wild pitch will allow runners to advance to 2nd and 3rd. That takes the force out of the equation. Got real-time stats coming from Scott Spurgeon of the Bloomfield Democrat. Now 163, you said? 163 now for the season. Davis County's batting runners in scoring position 0 for 7 here tonight. Schooley looking to change that. That's hit high and foul to the first base side. 1 ball and 1 strike. Davis County as a team batting 175 coming into this ball game. They have just 1 hit. Make that 2 after Houston Schooley's single earlier in the inning. And a 1-1 pitch bounced towards McKay at short. He throws the first to retire Schooley, and Davis County is done here in the 4th. So the Mustangs leave 2 more runners on base on 1 hit, no errors in the inning. We will go to the top of the 5th. It remains Sigourney 8, Davis County nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Davis County moves the furniture around a bit as we are in the top of the 5th. 8-0 Sigourney is our score. Max Taylor still on the mound, ready to start his 2nd full inning on the bump. Defensive changes. Duke Scott is in the game. He now takes left field for the Mustangs, and Josh Settles moves to right field. And that brings up a man who has done plenty of damage here tonight, Lincoln Power. A double his first time up in the 2nd, and then a 2-run single in the 3rd. He is 2 for 2 with a pair of RBI. First pitch to Power is taken for a strike. That's the first time he's taken a pitch today. Both of his 2 hits came on the first pitch. The 0-1, and Power looks at that pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a line shot in the right center field, and another hit for Power. Rounding first and headed to second. Prevost has a chance, but the throw goes to the cutoff man instead of straight to second. So Power has another double. He is 3 for 3, and he is just seeing the ball very well here this evening. So that brings up Hunter Sellers, as Sigourney once again has a threat stored up. Sellers 0 for 2, a pop out and a strikeout. First pitch high, ball 1. Curveball missing inside, 2-0. That's low for ball 3. Lincoln Power led off the inning with a double. He stands at second. We're in the top of the 5th. Sigourney looking to add to their 8-0 lead. And there's a strike from Taylor to make it 3-1. Sigourney 6-0 coming into tonight's game, averaging 15.3 runs a contest. They have 8 so far here tonight, and there's ball 4 to Sellers. So for the first time tonight, Sigourney has 2 men on with nobody out. And here's Solon Yates, who walked and scored back in the 4th. Strike from Taylor. Taylor steps off. As Solon Yates stands at home plate awaiting the next pitch. High pop-up on the infield. Infield fly rule is called. Peyton Schooley, the second baseman, puts it away for the first out. And the batter is London Conrad. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. And there's a ball to Conrad. That's low, ball 2. Powers the runner at second. Sellers leads off from first. Cantrell, the first baseman, not holding Sellers on. He's playing none on the grass. There's a strike on the inside corner. Ball 3, and Max Taylor goes into a squat on the mound as he thought that he had strike 2. Instead, the count is 3-1. Now a potential here for bases loaded. Instead, it's a grounder up the middle and a shovel to second for 1 and throw to first. That is a no, not a double play. I thought the relay throw beat Conrad to first. It did not. So 6-4 on the putout. That retires Sellers for the first out of the inning. Conrad safe at first on the fielder's choice, and we have a courtesy runner coming in. And that is number 4 for Sigourney, which is Josh Wyatt. Coming in for a courtesy runner for the pitcher Conrad. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. And Ike, beg your pardon, we have a pinch hitter now for Ike Mull next. This is No, this is Ike Molnix. Beg your pardon. He swings and misses for strike one. Molnix has scored a pair of runs in this ball game. He walked and scored in the third, reached on an error, and scored in the fourth. The 0-1 with the runner going from first. That's low for ball two. I beg your pardon, ball one. And taking first on that play is Josh Wyatt. Never trust a man with two first names. The 1-1, curveball, slow like a balloon floating up there, and it's taken for a strike. One, two to count to Molnix. The pitch. High fly ball. Center field, tracking it as Prevost, making the catch in right center. And Sigourney is denied here in the fifth. No runs, a hit, a walk, and 2 men left on. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth. Davis County needs to get the bats going. They trail 8-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Allison Engels, Senior Vice President at First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield. Farmers and ranchers, when it comes to ag loans, you want to work with a bank and lender that speaks your language. Both myself and Joe Randolph are farmers as well, so we fully understand the agricultural economic business needs. We know the inputs and the outputs, the ups and the downs, the market, and every other obstacle that arises in farming. Come and see me, Allison Engel, or Joe Randolph with First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield to discuss your ag lending needs.
What's holding you back from living your best life? If it's poor credit or no credit, Community First Credit Union has the solution for you. With our new Charge Up Credit Builder program, we make it possible for you to establish or rebuild your credit so you can achieve your dreams, whether it's owning a home, purchasing a vehicle, or something else. So, what do you say? Why not let Community First Credit Union help you charge up your credit to new heights? Subject to approval and program qualifications, equal housing opportunity, federally insured by the NCUA.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Two, 3-4 due up here in the bottom of the fifth. Davis County trailing Sigourney by a score of 8-0. Josh Settles, who was 1 for 2, leading things off for Davis County. And Conrad delivers a fastball, and that is hit well into right field. Going back as power over his head and rolling towards the wall. Settles rounding second, headed for third. Relay throw coming to third, and Settles is out. He tried to stretch a double into a triple, and he is the first out of this fifth inning. Perfect relay from Sigourney. 9-4-5 on the putout. And even though Settles is now 2 for 3, he has to head to the dugout after getting thrown out at third. 9-4-5, beg your pardon. I think I said 9-4-3. It's 9-4-5 on the putout. Taylor looks at a strike now with the bases empty and 1 out. One positive, though, Settles seems to be hitting the ball well now. 3 hits in a nightcap last night versus Clark. 2 more hits tonight against Sigourney. That's a low pitch that's just poked out to second. Clark catches it on the hop, and he'll throw out Taylor. Taylor grounds out to second, and there are quickly 2 outs. Now Presley Cantrell. Probably the hardest hit ball that Davis County hit here this evening was that first inning at bat by Cantrell. An absolute bullet to third that Clarahan snagged. And with the runner at third, Davis County was denied in the first inning to open the scoring there. But Cantrell hit that ball on the screws, but just right at Clarahan. He also popped out in foul territory to the third baseman, Clarahan. How about you hit somebody other than Clarahan? 1-0 to count to Cantrell. That's inside, ball 2. With that hit by Settles. Davis County now has 3 hits on the evening. Settles has 2 of them. The other one's by Houston Schooley back in the 4th. The 2-0. That's high. 3 balls and no strikes. Bases empty, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Davis County batting, trailing Sigourney 8-0. Sigourney scoring 4 runs in the 3rd, 4 in the 4th. The 3-0 from Conrad. And that's a fastball right down Broadway to make it 3-1. And the 3-1 to Cantrell. A little dribbler up the third base line. Clarahan gloves, throws to first. Nice play by Clarahan. And Davis County goes down in order in the most unconventional way. No runs a hit, and that is it. We will head to the 6th. Sigourney 8, Davis County nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein soybeans and local Davis seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs!
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Eight 0 Sigourney, and Davis County has a new pitcher on the mound as Dexter Scott takes over. He is the 3rd pitcher for Davis County this evening. So the book is closed on Max Taylor. He went 2 innings, allowing 4 runs, none of them earned, on 3 hits. He walked 2 batters and did not strike out a batter. This is Scott's 5th appearance on the season. He has pitched 3 2/3 innings, has not allowed an earned run as of yet. He's walked 2 batters and struck out 1. And early returns, as far as him playing short, I think he's been playing a very good shortstop for Davis County. Top of the order due up as Cole McKay, working on a 2-for-3 night with an RBI and 2 runs scored. Swings at the first pitch and hits it high in the air, third base side. And it is a foul ball, but coming in to make the catch is Duke Scott. I thought that was Sizemore's ball, but Duke Scott comes out of nowhere to make the play. So McKay fouls out on the first pitch. I found a fun story regarding foul balls since we just had one, and this is an 8-0 game. Thought you'd like to hear a story anyway regarding foul balls. Did you know? In Major League Baseball, well, here in the high school level, as that's low for ball 1 to Brady Clark, you give all the foul balls back. And that used to be the case in Major League Baseball as well. That wasn't until 1923, and that pitch is low for ball 2, where in Philadelphia, at a Philadelphia Phillies game, an 11-year-old boy by the name of Robert Cotter caught a foul ball and refused to return it. That's high for ball 3. So you're the owner of a team. The normal custom is to give the foul ball back. This 11-year-old kid doesn't give the foul ball back. What do? There's a strike to Clark. Well, the owner of the Phillies decided to arrest 11-year-old Robert Cotter and charge him with larceny. Robert Cotter went to jail. 3-2 to count now to Clark. He could have decided not to go to jail if he just gave back the ball, but an 11-year-old back in 1923 decided, no, I'm keeping this foul ball. You go ahead and send me to jail. So he spent the night in jail. I have to repeat that. An 11-year-old spent the night in jail for refusing to return a foul ball. Safe to say, shortly after that, the Philadelphia Phillies decided to change their policy and let fans keep foul balls. And that's been the custom ever since in Major League Baseball. That's a walk to Clark with one out. I'm just impressed an 11-year-old decided to spend a day in jail over a foul ball. Chase Clarahan is the batter for Sigourney. 8-0 is our score here in the top of the sixth. A runner at first and one out. Clarahan fouls that first pitch off. Clarahan's 1 for 3. A flyout, a run-scoring single in the third, and an RBI groundout in the fourth. He also has a stolen base and a run scored in this game. The 0-1 with the runner going. Bouncer back to Duke Scott, the mound. He throws past Taylor covering at second. That goes into center field. So he tried to get the lead runner at second, but a throwing error by Dexter Scott has now opened the door for Sigourney here in the sixth inning, leading 8-0, and now has runners at first and second with one out. Looks like we might have a pinch runner for Chase Clarahan. We do. And coming out of the dugout is Carson O'Rourke for Sigourney to run for Clarahan. Sigourney 8, Davis County 0 is our score here in the top of the sixth. Isaac Bruns is the batter. He is 0 for 3. But he's definitely a threat to leave the yard. He has 2. Beg your pardon, 1 of the Sigourney 9 home runs on the roster through the first 6 games of the season. First pitch to Bruns. Bounces in front of Schooley. He keeps it in front of him, but the runners advance anyway as he couldn't pick it up cleanly. So Clark goes to third, and O'Rourke goes to second. 1-0 the count to Bruns. Schooley messing with his helmet behind the plate. Now he is set as he gets back down in the squat. Dexter Scott on top of the mound. Comes home with a 1-0 pitch to Bruns, and there's a rifle into center. Right at Prevost, he catches it. And no tag at third as Clark took off early from third base. Head coach Lee Sandy, despite the fact that his team is up 8, Lee Crawford, the fact that his team is up 8-0, not happy with Clark at third. Had his hands on his head as if to say, oh, you're killing me. So a hard line out by Bruns into center. And now the man who's done the most damage so far for Sigourney tonight, Lincoln Power. He is 3 for 3, and he looks at strike 1. Power has a pair of doubles and also a 2-run single. The 0-1. That's hit foul towards the concession stand behind home plate. And it count is 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed, and Power is retired for the first time tonight. And that will do it for Sigourney here in the top of the sixth. No runs, no hits, an error, and 2 men left on. We will head to the bottom of the sixth. Davis County trailing Sigourney 8-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
This is Chris Merle, owner of Hamilton Produce. We are proud to have served the community for over 90 years as your hometown locally owned farm and hardware store. We have everything from tractor parts, general hardware, calving equipment, dry shod boots, and Carhartt clothing. We are also your best source to get your smaller LP tanks filled. Stop in and see us just off the square in Bloomfield. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and keep up to date with our store and specials.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're in the bottom of the sixth. Here in this non-conference matchup, Sigourney leading Davis County 8-0, and it is Brett Prevost of Davis County to start off the bottom of the sixth. Prevost has had his fits with London Conrad, and how about that? After 2 at-bats, 2 strikeouts, he lines the first pitch right back up the box for his first hit of the night. Well, don't even let yourself get down 2 strikes. Just swing at the first pitch you see and hit a solid single up the middle. Dexter Scott has reached base both times he's been at the plate. He walked in the second, was hit by a pitch in the fourth. And Scott takes a pitch outside for ball 1. Davis County has had runners on base in each inning. I'm even counting Josh Settles leading off the 5th with a double, but then getting thrown out trying to stretch it into a triple. That counts as a runner on base. The 0-1, delayed strike 1 call by Mike Fisher, the home plate umpire. I will say this, though. He's one of the more vocal umpires we've seen back there, which is very helpful for those of us up here at the press box. The 1-1 to Scott. A grounder that goes to short. McKay shovels the second for 1, throw the first, and that is a 6-4-3 double play. So the leadoff single is erased. 2 outs in the inning, and now Houston Schooley bats with the bases empty. That was just a tailor-made double play right to McKay. And thanks to the pitcher's best friend, Conrad has a chance to put an end to the Davis County 6th by retiring Schooley, who fouls the first pitch off. Schooley swings and misses at that offering to make it 0-2. Bases empty, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. 0-2 to count to Houston Schooley, who is 1 for 2 so far tonight. And the pitch, that's high. Pitch number 81 coming up from London Conrad, who's kept Davis County off the board here tonight. That's inside, almost hitting Schooley. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Schooley awaits a 2-2 pitch. he flinched at it, and that pitch missed outside, although the pitcher, Conrad, thought that he had strike 3. Now the count is full. So Conrad gets set to throw the payoff pitch to Houston Schooley at the plate. And here it comes. That's high and inside, ball 4. Schooley, after doing a bit of a limbo out of the way, kind of whipped his bat at first base. Didn't sound like the Sigourney dugout liked that all too much. Courtesy runner coming in for Schooley. That's Hudson Humphrey. So Schooley has reached base 2 out of the 3 times he's been up. And this will be a good spot for Hayden Bankson to get his first hit as a varsity man. He is 0 for 2. He reached on an error in the second, struck out looking in the 4th. Conrad's pitch, fouled away. Bankson that time hacking at the first pitch fastball. Interesting that Conrad pitches exclusively from the stretch, regardless if there's runners on base or not. Humphrey takes his lead from first with 2 outs. Here comes the 0-1 to Bankson. Inside and low. Davis County will wrap up the week tomorrow night with a trip to Sheridan to take on the defending South Central Conference champions. And they look every bit as good to defend their title this year, the only undefeated team in the league still left. That's grounded over Clarahan at third. He throws to second to get the force out there, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a man left on base. We'll head to the 7th. It remains Sigourney 8, Davis County nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
What's holding you back from living your best life? If it's poor credit or no credit, Community First Credit Union has the solution for you. With our new Charge Up Credit Builder program, we make it possible for you to establish or rebuild your credit so you can achieve your dreams, whether it's owning a home, purchasing a vehicle, or something else. So, what do you say? Why not let Community First Credit Union help you charge up your credit to new heights? Subject to approval and program qualifications, equal housing opportunity, federally insured by the NCUA.
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Nothing Sigourney here in the top of the 7th. Dexter Scott held Sigourney off the board in his first inning of work back in the 6th. He will face 6, 7, 8 from the Savages, starting with Hunter Sellers, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. Scott's ready, and the first pitch to Sellers is a fastball taken on the outside corner for strike 1. We mentioned Sheridan in the last half inning. We'll go over to South Central Conference standings as we currently stand. There's a strike to make it 0-2. Sheridan on top of the league, 6-0. Had a walk-off win against Cardinal on Monday. And then beat EBF in a doubleheader yesterday. Here comes the 0-2. There's a line shot in the right field, and that's deep. And that's just in front of Settles, who was unable to come up with it. That was a really good. That was a good effort by Settles. But Sellers with the single. And that brings up Solon Yates. Cardinals in second place at 5-2 in the league after a doubleheader sweep of Albia last night. Centerville is at 3-2. Albia is at 3-3. Knoxville is at 2-2. Then you have the Mustangs, Davis County at 2-5 to go along with Clark after they split their doubleheader last night. Strike 2, Yates. And then EBF down at the bottom at 1-5. There's your South Central Conference standings. As we said, we'll be in Sheridan tomorrow for Davis County taking on the Chargers. Speaking of teams that went to state, this will be the second as that pitch is swung on and missed. Nope, that's fouled at the plate. That's a foul ball to make it 0-2. How often in the schedule do you play a pair of teams that made it to the state tournament a year ago and are adequately loaded enough to go back to the state tournament this year? That's what Davis County faces both tonight and tomorrow. The 0-2 to Yates. Curveball gets past Schooley, and on the pass ball, Hunter Sellers takes second base. Runner at second here in the top of the seventh. Nobody out. Sigourney 8, Davis County nothing. 1-2 to count the Yates. Scott's pitch. Taken for a strike 3. Yates is frozen, and that's the first out of the seventh. London Conrad is taking care of things on the mound for Sigourney, having shut out Davis County through the first 6. Looking to get into the hit column. 0 for 3 thus far, strike 1. Sigourney now has 8 hits so far this evening. They've been aided by some leaky Mustang defense. 3 errors committed by the Mustangs here tonight. The 0-1, that's high. Sigourney, though, head coach Lee Crawford's had them playing good baseball for a long stretch, nearly a decade now. They have 8 straight winning seasons, and they're definitely staring down the barrel of a 9th. That's low, 2-1. And a 2-1 pitch to Conrad. Strike on the inside corner. I think all the freshmen that we've seen from Davis County, they've shown flashes of great potential and really establishing a solid foundation for years to come. Strike 3 called. Conrad goes down looking, and there are 2 outs. Stared at a fastball on the outside corner. Here's Ike Molnex. Molnex with a walk and a run scored in the 3rd. Reach on error scored in the 4th, and then flew out to center to end the 5th. Molnex takes a strike. After allowing Sellers to single, after getting him down 2 strikes, Dexter Scott has just been pouring in strikes to the next 2 batters, now 3. A pair of strikeouts. Now the 0-1 pitch coming to Molnex. That's in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Coming into this game, Sigourney has outscored their opponents 92-18, so use your math now. To date, they have outscored their opponents 100-18. Strike 2 at the letters. Scott a strike away from retiring Sigourney here in the 7th. And he rocks and fires. Oh, that hit Molinex on the shoulder. Hate to do that when the count is 1-2. And now back to the top of the lineup, and looks like we're going to have a different batter for the leadoff man, McKay. This is Carson Davis. This will be his first at-bat of the season. He can endear himself well to his teammates with the hit here. He's a freshman. So a freshman versus freshman matchup here. And there's a foul off to the first base side for strike one. Head coach Lee Crawford yelling over some instructions from the third base coach's box. Scott is set. And a one-strike pitch is hit on the ground to Sizemore at third. He stays down and taps the bag at third to get the force out, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit batter, and 2 men left on. Last chance coming up for Davis County. They trail Sigourney 8-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
London Conrad is back on top of the hill for Sigourney, looking to finish off a complete game for the Savages. Impressive showing by Sigourney here tonight. They lead Davis County 8-0. Last chance for Davis County here in the bottom of the 7th, starting with Noah Sizemore swinging at the first pitch. It's a tapper up the third base line, and that trickles foul. Sizemore 0 for 2 so far tonight, a fielder's choice and a strikeout. Conrad has scattered 4 Mustang hits. He's also pitched around 2 Sigourney errors. The 0-1 to Sizemore. Fastball crackling over the heart of the play at the knees, and it's 0-2. Conrad delivers. Strike 3 called. Sizemore knew it as he takes the walk back to the first base, make that third base dugout. That's pitch number 90 for London Conrad. Here comes head coach Lee Crawford, and he takes the ball from his starter, and that will do it for Conrad here in the 7th inning. Gives him a healthy smack on the backside as well. We will take a break and come back to tell you about the new Sigourney pitcher after this on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree, and our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
New pitcher in the game is Jordan Tremmel for Sigourney, taking over for London Conrad. Done after 90 pitches, 6 1/3 of 4-hit shutout baseball. Conrad walked 3 and struck out 5. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th, so the Mustangs are down to their final 2 outs of the night. Peyton Schooley will look for his first hit here tonight. He is 0 for 3. He reached on an error. He's also grounded out twice. Tremmel is a freshman. So head coach Lee Crawford says, all right, kid, let's see what you got. Low pressure situation, up 8-0. And Tremmel delivers a strike belt high to Schooley, who, like many batters today, did not like that call by home plate umpire Mike Fisher. The 0-1, that's high. This is Tremmel's second appearance of the season. He's pitched 2 2/3 innings thus far, has not allowed an earned run. And there's a soft liner into left field. That falls for a base hit. So Schooley gets his first hit of the night here in the 7th. And the line moves to Josh Settles, who, as I said, hitting the ball very well over the last couple of games. 3 hits last night in the doubleheader finale against Clark. 2 more hits here today, although back in the 5th, he led off the 5th by doubling, but then got thrown out at 3rd, trying to stretch it into a triple. Settles cuts at the first pitch and fouls it straight back. He was on that one, as it went straight back behind the plate. Love to watch a player take a healthy swing the way Settles just did. Means he's seeing the ball very well. The 0-1 popped up, foul territory, third base side, out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Tremmel in 2 2/3 innings has struck out a batter. He's also walked a batter. He has Settles in an 0-2 hole. Tremmel with a long look into his catcher, Vandenheuvel. Now the pitch, and Settles swings and misses and strikes out. So Max Taylor, 0 for 2 with a walk so far today, is the last chance for Davis County here tonight, trailing 8-0 to Sigourney. Runner at first and 2 outs. Taylor looks at strike 1. Sigourney looking to keep their perfect start intact and move to 7-0 on the season. An out away. Strike 2. Now a strike away. And Tremmel delivers to Taylor. Strike 3 called, and Taylor does not take the bat off his shoulders. He strikes out on 3 pitches, and this game has come to an end. Sigourney wins it by a final score of 8-0. We will take a break and come back to tell you all about this one. Nice performance by Sigourney as they move to 7-0 on the season. And we'll be back on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Looking to buy or sell real estate? Lincoln Lynch at Lynch Realty in Bloomfield is the guy to call. Lynch Realty is a family-owned business, and it's their policy to serve the community. Whether you are looking to buy or sell real estate or farmland, give Lincoln a call. And don't forget, he also owns Lynch Boys Auction Service, and they can help you with all your auction needs as well. For current listings or for more information, visit lynchrealtyinc.com. That's lynchrealtyinc.com.
What's holding you back from living your best life? If it's poor credit or no credit, Community First Credit Union has the solution for you. With our new Charge Up Credit Builder program, we make it possible for you to establish or rebuild your credit so you can achieve your dreams, whether it's owning a home, purchasing a vehicle, or something else. So, what do you say? Why not let Community First Credit Union help you charge up your credit to new heights? Subject to approval and program qualifications, equal housing opportunity, federally insured by the NCUA.
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein soybeans and local Davis seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs!
What's holding you back from living your best life? If it's poor credit or no credit, Community First Credit Union has the solution for you. With our new Charge Up Credit Builder program, we make it possible for you to establish or rebuild your credit so you can achieve your dreams, whether it's owning a home, purchasing a vehicle, or something else. So, what do you say? Why not let Community First Credit Union help you charge up your credit to new heights? Subject to approval and program qualifications, equal housing opportunity, federally insured by the NCUA.
Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
This is Tim, owner of Slayton Polaris. We have seen a lot of changes since we opened our doors in 1988. One thing that hasn't changed is the way we treat our customers. We still offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has been our policy since we started the business. If you're looking for the best in off-road vehicles, I'd like to invite you to stop in and meet us at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
What's holding you back from living your best life? If it's poor credit or no credit, Community First Credit Union has the solution for you. With our new Charge Up Credit Builder program, we make it possible for you to establish or rebuild your credit so you can achieve your dreams, whether it's owning a home, purchasing a vehicle, or something else. So, what do you say? Why not let Community First Credit Union help you charge up your credit to new heights? Subject to approval and program qualifications, equal housing opportunity, federally insured by the NCUA.
You're watching live coverage of the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Nothing is our final as Sigourney moves to 7-0 on the season. However, this is the first time that they have been held under double digits in runs scored by an opponent, as Davis County was able to hold them to 8, if you can say that. As Sigourney was able to score in the third inning after the first 2 innings were scoreless. Both teams missed chances to score in the early innings, but then a one-out walk to Ike Molnex, the number 9 hitter, by Peyton Schooley. That rolled the top of the order back up. And then 3 straight hits brought in 2 runs. A single by McKay, a run-scoring single by Clark, and a run-scoring single by Clarahan made it 2-0. Isaac Bruns tried to bring in another run with a sacrifice squeeze, but was unable to do so. Or I should say a safety squeeze. Was unable to do so. And with 2 outs on the first pitch, Lincoln Power lifted a short fly ball out to right field that found some grass over the outstretched glove of Max Taylor's second baseman, and that brought in 2 runs to make it 4-0 Sigourney. Davis County, they've had their chances, but they were unable to cash in on any of them. As you see, 9 men left on base, 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position. The final runs of the game were scored in the 4th. Sigourney with another 4-run rally. They were aided by 2 Mustang errors. There was also an RBI single by Cole McKay and an RBI groundout by Chase Clarahan. But as you can see, the person who did the most damage wearing a Sigourney uniform was Lincoln Power. 3 for 4, a pair of doubles, and 2 RBI, and a stolen base in there as well. So Lincoln Power was the man of note for Sigourney. Josh Settles had 2 of the 5 Davis County hits, and he went 2 for 4 in today's ball game. So final numbers for this game: Sigourney 8 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors, 8 men left on. Davis County no runs on 5 hits, 3 errors, and 9 men left on base. Winning pitcher of this game is London Conrad. Losing pitcher is Peyton Schooley. He is now 0-2. Time of the game: 2 hours, 3 minutes. So that will do it for our broadcast here tonight from the Mustang Sports Complex. Davis County falls to Sigourney by a final score of 8-0. Our next broadcast will be on Friday in Sheridan. That's tomorrow night, and we will be at Sheridan for Davis County as they look to deal the first loss to the defending champion Sheridan Chargers, who look every bit as good this year as they did last year, and we look forward to having you join us then. Until then, for Annie Argo, on-site producer, as well as Kyle Smith back at our studios in Ottumwa, this is Ellis Kojo saying so long from Bloomfield. Once again, our final score from here in Davis County: Sigourney 8, Davis County nothing. Sigourney improves to 7-0 on the season. Davis County falls to 5-7. This has been Davis County Baseball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.